I'm going to give you guys just a few seconds to come in. I don't want to hold it up too long because of people who watch the replay. I don't want them to hear a whole lot of talking. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to only use one set of oracles today. Only one set, okay? Well, maybe one at the end, but in the beginning, we're going to use these. Again, you guys already know that these are newer cards. I haven't used the full deck. I didn't use them at all last week. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Hold on for a second. Let me see, here I am. Okay, I didn't even pull you guys up on my computer. My bad. Hey, everyone. See, I would have never, because I can't see, for some reason, I can't see everybody on my phone. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. All right, so let's see. We're going to get 4 of these cards, and then we're going to get into the tarot, okay? Now, I'm just going to pull in front of you. These cards I pull in front. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Spilled tea, secrets exposed, gossip spreading, leaked information, oops, the secret's out. Now here you have a phone, you have some type of either blog, like a blog. Oh, sorry. You have a phone, you have a blogging newspaper or a blogging site. Some of you guys they can repost you. But this is really talking about your whole life for real. Y'all are going to find out something that you did not know. It's going to be a good thing. Or this has already happened. I got to look at it for what it is. To me, something may have happened already because every Virgo is not on the same degree. So I'm saying that for some of y'all either A, you know already, or you are about to know. You found something out in the past, or you're going to be finding something out. Because it says, oh, did somebody slip and say that? Was that on purpose? Or was it orchestrated for you to be free from somebody, from something? Now, this can happen at your work. This can happen, with family. This can happen, because that happens with family. Somebody in the family didn't talk too damn much. They said something they weren't supposed to say. And it's like, oh, so you've been knowing this whole time. This is how somebody felt, that kind of thing. Okay, and of course we know that this can happen in relationships, but either way, either A, this has happened, or it will. Now at the bottom of the deck, you guys have inner child. I am obsessed. I didn't even know that this card was in this deck. This is another reason why I wanted to pull this deck again, because this deck is pretty thick and we've went over kind of like the same kind of cards. And now some new cards are coming out. I love it. What does it say? Healing wounds that you've experienced all the way back. All the way back, y'all. I'm talking about, and I actually had to research this, especially, trying to learn astrology. Chiron is a huge thing with wounds. But it's not just that. It's, you can always tell, how a person's mother treated them in astrology. You can always tell if a person's father was there or not. You can always tell if they were, maybe outcast in high school. If you weren't necessarily popular, that's okay. But then the kids were mean, right? So a lot of this stuff you guys have carried, even if I'm talking about child is teenager as well, right? So we're saying a lot of you guys have carried certain things with you for a really, really long time. And this is telling me that I have to point to something in a tarot. Okay? But this looks so good. Because whatever at one place you were happy, you will be happy. So what if you weren't a happy child? I really do feel like you're going to have some type of experience. This goes for everybody, whether you had a happy childhood or not, that there's going to be a reason to smile and to feel free. Okay? Even if that was ripped from you. Because a lot of people say that happened to Michael Jackson. It's very interesting because Michael Jackson was a Virgo. And when he got older, what did he do? He put a whole zoo in his house because he didn't experience half the stuff he was supposed to experience as a child. So I do feel for a lot of you guys, you're going to be explorative. You're going to do things that may seem silly to other people, even if it's blowing bubbles and running down the street, racing. Okay, you guys are going to be doing things that are going to heal you at this time. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Yeah, exactly. Horseback riding, skating, even though skating is like an adult sport now. I mean, we used to do that when we were little all the time, but now I'm seeing more adults posting videos on that. But that is it, but it makes people think about when they were young, right? So, okay, boom. That one popped out on its own. We're going to get one more. This is for Virgo. And if it doesn't pop out, I'm going to go ahead and pull. All right. Oh, you got Ascension at the bottom of the deck. We're going to talk about this in a minute. The first card that came out here is cuffing season. Be careful about this, because that means that a lot of y'all, and you may not care. I'm going to be honest. Some of y'all don't give a damn. I've talked to y'all on the phone. Y'all don't care. Okay. Y'all already know when your person most likely is going to come anyway. Y'all already know the timeline. So when I'm reading for y'all, it's not that you don't know what this means for you, because we've talked about it, right? So relationships that you are learning something from, temporary situationships, that type of thing, seasonal companionships. A lot of y'all already know you got like 3 or 4 people coming up in here, or 3 people, maybe 2 people before the one comes up in here. So you already know. But I do see, and this is usually winter because it has December, okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to be happening in the winter, okay? It can happen now in fall. It can happen in the winter. It can happen during spring, right? But there's going to be relationships that are not going to necessarily last. So don't put all your whole foot, your hip, all of it into the damn sauce, okay? Okay, enjoy it, but you're going to know the reason why it's temporary, okay? There could be some inconsistencies this person is going to be doing or something like that. But again, it's telling you your future. It's telling you that for a lot of you, you're going to be in relationships or connections. It's not a relationship. This is connections that are not going to necessarily last right off the bat. Now, here it says, which is weird because I just feel like this is not a Virgo. I just feel like this is not something that Virgo experienced like that. I don't know what this means. I've never experienced anyone pretending that they didn't have no money, because baby, I want to make sure you are all about that life. Like if you say you got it, then it's like, oh, okay. So we can go here, we can go like, no. Don't fake it now, because that's a turnoff. Now, for some of you, this could say that this person is faking their personality. I just don't see too many Virgos putting up with people who are pretending that they got money. Because it's that you're going to show, you're going to be able to spot that real fast. I don't care what type of car that they're driving. You're going to be able to spot it, especially the divine feminine. And that's male too, because there's a lot of divine masculines who are very feminine, right? We're talking about those who are LGBT, that type of stuff. Anybody who is in that energy can spot that shit. So I don't see this too much for Virgo. So this is making me feel like someone is being fake in general around you. They're pretending who they are. Fake flex, meaning they're pretending. Now they can pretend that they got good sex, because you don't know that until it happens, right? They talk that big game like, oh man, I'm gonna put you through the bed. You know, be doing all types of shit, right? Now that could happen. Now I know for a fact some Virgos been let down. I know that, okay? I'm saying that someone is pretending to be something that they're not. That makes sense coming out after the cuffing season, right? When it talks about a temporary situation. And this doesn't mean that the reason why it's temporary is because they are leaving. It's because of you. If you find out that somebody is fake and they're not being authentic, okay? Because I know this week we talked about Virgos being authentic, their authentic self, okay? If they're not being real, and they are flexing something that they don't have, they're automatically ill to us. Because it's like, damn, you done said that you can do this and you can't do that. Damn, you said you had this and you don't have that. Like, I feel bamboozled. Then at that point, you may start pulling away. Okay? So I'm saying it is going to be something that someone is going to do that's going to turn you off. Now, this is what you're going to experience. I don't care who you are watching this. You are going to experience this in one way, shape, or form. And this could be with someone that you know. This could be someone who, it's someone that you don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. I feel like it could just be someone. It could be both. I'll say it that way because you got different people showing in this reading. I don't see it yet, but I can feel it. Now, I love the fact that at the bottom of the deck, you guys literally have ascension. Love it. What does it say? Spiritual growth, higher consciousness, next level. That's why you're like, next, pass, next. Okay. Let's get to Virgo. Let's get to your tarot. Now, how we're going to do it, we're going to pull before we get to love, because we just kind of talked about that a little bit. Before we get to love, what we're going to do, we are going to talk about your money, because most of y'all be wanting the money situation. So we're going to talk about the money portion. Hold on, I actually had to pull some cards first. These are not the cards y'all are going to see. I needed to pull some cards for myself. Because I wanted to see what was coming out here. Y'all have somebody coming up in here as far as romantically. That is a fact. I can tell you that. Okay, this is how the card flipped. Okay. First card coming out. Look at this. I don't do reversals, but it was reversed. And that's exactly what I see, because even a justice card is in reverse. Be prepared. Y'all are not going to be dealing, you're going to be frustrated as hell. And you don't have to be, because sometimes this card doesn't mean frustration. This card means in general that, you know, someone is, this is like when someone is getting away from you, or you're getting away from someone, meaning that there's a relationship that's not necessarily working out correctly. It can feel unfair. Justice card in reverse. Okay, and that's most likely the reason why you're going to be pulling away. But let's talk about the money first. Let's talk about the money. Money has not been great. We talked about that so many times. I can literally pull one card and I can tell. And this has also caused a lot of isolation with you. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you got enough money to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a coffee or tea or something like that. Have enough money to drive around. Like, I always give y'all ideas when we do personal readings. I just tell y'all, I'll be like, do this, do this, do that. Like, do things that you like to do. Even if it's something small, you're going to have to. I mean, every day. I am so self-care thing. Like, I've even had to practice that because even with myself, I don't do it all the time. Okay, I don't do it all the time, but I'm trying to be better at it. It took me like 4 weeks to find a really, really good nail technician because I refused to go back to one of my other ones because she was fucking horrible. I gave her a chance after chance after chance, and I had to wait about like 2 weeks to get in one that is absolutely amazing. I had to wait 2 weeks for that. But now that I found them, I got that off my list. Okay. One thing that I can say is that it's little things that you do for yourself that makes you feel good about yourself. Even if it's shaving. I think it's called everything shower, which is crazy because I did that anyway. But I love the fact that the girlies be posting what type of like shower gel they use, what type of lotion they're using. The men be posting what type of like beard oil that has this fragrance that make their face shine. Like, you guys have to get into stuff like that. Home decorations. But I'm feeling this isolation. And at least get out to be around people, even if it's for an hour. Okay? But I don't necessarily see your money being the best. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Hello. Oh my goodness, Virgo. The universe loves you. I know you may not think so, but the universe really does. Because that card alone is letting me know. I don't know what the hell is making you excited. I don't know. I don't know who the hell is making you excited. This is money though. I'm on the money part. But something got you on 10. And I see the money. Now remember, it's going to come in differently for all of us. Meaning some is going to come through work. Some is going to come through your person. Some is going to come through family. It's going to come in different ways. It's not going to come in the same way. Okay. And yourself means you. Yourself means you, your work, right? So yeah, I think I named them all, right? Yourself, your person, your job, right? Your job, your family, your person. Sometimes it's friends, which I don't, I wouldn't be taking no money from friends like that. Because baby, you ain't gonna be looking at me 2 years down the line and then bring it up. If you're gonna bring it up, don't give it to me. I ain't being a slave to nobody. So usually I don't think it's a friend thing. I would never take money from a friend. Okay. I mean, to help me out possibly where I don't necessarily have to repay you, but money, no ma'am. Because that friendship can spiral real quickly. Okay. But I do, and I'm talking about money, big money. That's what I see. Because it's something that you guys are extremely excited about. You don't owe anybody anything. This is not an owing thing. This is not one of those things where like, oh, somebody give it to you and in the back of your mind, you're like, I know I got to repay them back. That is not what this is reading. Now, some of y'all are going to be doing something of your own. Like, I think Successful Abundance actually said it myself. Like you could, there could be something that you do where it's crafty, right? You could do, and this is crafty. I'm hearing crafty. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I don't know what that means for you. I mean, technically what I do would be crafty, but I don't know. But I see it's more handsies. I see it's handsies. Okay. So I feel like some of you guys are going to, and a lot of y'all could cook really well, or you can bake really well. Some of you guys are going to be streaming your cooking, streaming your baking. I encourage y'all so much to do that. Like I be wanting us to win. I be wanting all my big signs to win. I'm not saying the other ones. It's just you guys are here the most. And I'm telling you what to do. I've told you guys even personally. I'm like, this is what you do. Okay. And then you guys are going to start to see like a move. Okay. But baby, let me tell you something. Y'all don't even see the card. When I tell you your money is on point, your money is on point. I don't see you wanting nothing. Now you're there now because I can see it, but I don't see that in the future at all because here, this is an actionable card, which means something has happened. And then the answer was that the amount of money came at the bottom. I'm like, damn. So you're doing something. You're experiencing something. You're experiencing something. Ashley! I'm coming on tonight, girlfriend. I was looking for you. Oh yeah. I don't have nothing else to say. We're going to keep going because this is good. Remember I said I was going to get to the third card. so I can find out what's happening to you money-wise. I only got to the second. Okay, that's how good those two combination of cards were. Hold on, let me keep going. High Priestess. Oh my goodness, you guys had the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Stop playing with me. Are some of you guys thinking about doing astrology, spiritual work? And you know, I will say it this way. I'm gonna warn you guys, if you guys decide to get into this thing, you guys really have to know what the hell is up with this genre of side gig. Okay, you guys have to know what's really going on, because some people kind of come on here a little blindishly. Wouldn't recommend that. Okay, some of you guys are really psychics, and that's the thing. The psychic people about that fucking life, because they can see shit all around them. They understand what's happening, they understand what's going on, and it's their true gift. But if that is not something, and it's just something that you just feel like you want to do and it's funsies, that's not, I wouldn't recommend that unless you know from someone who understands what's happening. But I do, one thing that I can tell you is that I do see that some of you guys are into that. Some of you guys will be into that. But this is a calling. You do know that, right? This is a calling. It happens mostly with Virgos. Yes, it's somewhere Virgo energy in their chart. I can read not Cardi B. I can read Nicki Minaj like the back of my hand. I knew when Nicki Minaj was gonna get arrested. It's all on my thing. I can look at her energy and I'll be like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen with her, this is gonna happen with her. And it's so interesting. I knew she was psychic. I was like, Nicki is psychic. And sure enough, went into her chart. Yes, she is. And now she's like prophets. And I'm like, yeah, she's telling the truth. But she has a very strong Virgo placement. So that is true if that is your gift. But if you know that you can, if it's not strong, then you're not going to be picking up the cues with that. And it can be a dangerous game. Okay. It can be a dangerous situation. But the Wheel of Fortune is basically saying here, well, it's saying that good things are going to actually start happening for a lot of you. If you remember, the High Priestess is your gifts. We're not talking about spiritual gifts only, but with this one, it does talk about that a lot. But we're saying your gifts. Your gifts. What the fuck do you know how to do? Why y'all be coming to me talking about, Yasmin, I don't know and I'm like, and then tell me at the end that you're really good at this. I'll be like, girl, man, like you should be like profiting, like you should be making money off of that. Like, why are you asking me? It was right there in your face. But I think that you guys need to be motivated. And it's like, do it. This is why the Ace of Wands is coming out anyway. It is something that you need to take action in, and you have not been doing it. It's something that's sitting in the back of your mind, and you haven't been doing it. You're going to have to switch things up in order to experience this turning point. That's what you're going to have to do. But you can't just be sitting on your ass like, Virgos love, and I'm saying we're not victims, because Virgos done been through hell and back, okay? But you got to get out of that mode. You're going to have to get out of that mode, y'all. Okay? But when I tell you something amazing is going to go down, that's what I mean. Okay? For real. But a lot of y'all are, you got these insecurities here. You got too many insecurities. You feel dependent on things to make you feel something. And that ain't nothing but the universe trying to get you to elevate, which is the reason why we had ascensions at the bottom of the deck. Hello. Okay. Praise the Lord. Because that's exactly why I came out anyway. Okay. Get out of this dependence, meaning like depending on something to make you feel something, and be active, because you're blocking yourself. Get out of this insecurity that you've been in because you feel neglected by people. because you feel abandoned by people, because people didn't take you seriously, because people didn't listen to you. Get out of that, because this is not where the world works, y'all. Ain't nobody caring. You are responsible for you. And you're going to come across people on a resonance that you are now starting to resonate on. People can feel that. I'm going to give you one clue. When you have a breakup with somebody, or if you were with a friend, let's say you were always with a friend and you had a certain hairstyle, and you no longer talk to that friend, you're no longer with that man or that woman, right? And it's weird for men because I always tell them to just end up washing their hair. They wash their hair and they're fine. But with women, especially black women, if you have a protective style, you need to take that shit out. If you've been with a particular person for 2 months straight and over, even if it's a month, if you've been with that person that long, all that energy from that person is sitting right on your fucking crown. And you wonder why. Oh my God, I can't get over this person. Can you please take the hair out? If you've been touching people, don't you think that you need to get your nails redone? I'm talking about if you have something like this, you need to take that off completely. I don't care if it's a brand new set, that needs to go. And I'm just dropping, I'm giving y'all hints. Okay? Thank you so much, Ty. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is common sense. But the reason why a lot of people are not thinking about that is because, again, it's gonna come easily for me. It's gonna come easy for people. I'm not gonna point y'all out, but y'all know who I know y'all know. I know that y'all know. I know who's psychic in here. Okay? So I'm trying to tell you, they know that already. A lot of y'all don't know, and you're running around here wondering why you're all over the place, why you're so scattered. It can be planetary, but you do have to help yourself out with that. Okay? So if you break up with somebody, if you stop talking to a friend, or if you're not at that job anymore, throw those clothes out. I ain't never kept anything from any job I was at. Everything go. If I was, and this has happened a long time ago, I don't let people in my house, okay? I'm talking about even people I date. Very seldom ever happens, right? If I date and that person was anywhere in my house, if they sat anywhere and I'm no longer with them, guess what I do? I'm talking about a scrub down, wipe down, everything. Any clothes that I wore, if they're not thrown away, they're washed. Exactly, anointed hands, it holds energy. But I only tell y'all that really behind the scenes. Some of y'all are so good, and this is not with the Virgos. Virgos are pretty good with this. Capricorns are so effing good with letting people go, but they be in pain. But I never have to tell them that. I love Capricorns. You don't have to tell Capricorns shit. They be like, man, I'm hurting, yes, I'm hurting. But they ain't around. Those mofos ain't around. The only sign that I feel like I have to tell that to, not all of y'all, this is what I'm saying, it's Virgos though. Virgos and sometimes Sag. This is common sense. Okay? So I gave y'all a little tidbit of something. And that ain't even all of it. But I gave y'all a little bit of something. When we're saying that you're trying to move forward and you guys got all of these codependencies and all of this like built up anger and built up aggression, and you wonder why it's still there, that's why. You still got that person's energy all up on you. That job energy all up on you. Exactly. Here with the Five of Wands. Oh, baby, somebody about to get some money. Oh, baby, I don't know who this is for, and this could be future. I have to say it because I was about to say it ain't for me, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know because I ain't looked that far. I ain't looked this far when it comes down to anything legal. But if you are experiencing, especially at the bottom of the deck, if you are experiencing some type of legal battle at the bottom of the deck, you are going to win. You are going to win. And I see some big ass money coming up in here. Remember when I said, I don't know where it's coming from. But for this one speaks specifically about legal cases. Legal cases. If you are dealing with something legal cases, this talks about you winning big money. Now for others, you could be fighting over some money that is owed to you. I'm sorry. I gotta tell you. You'll get it. You'll get it. And I'm not saying that all of y'all are going to end up going to court, but there could be some money that someone owe you. Okay? Someone owes you some money. Or in the future, someone will be owing you some money, baby. You're gonna be fighting like hell to get that money. You will get it, but you're gonna be fighting like hell to get it. So just be mindful, if you guys got the money, if you guys get the money, and there is someone who is saying that they're going to pay you back, just know it may take a while before you get your funds back, before you get your coins. And don't say that I didn't warn you. Don't give out money that you don't have. Okay? Last card, we're going to talk about love. Five of Cups. 2 5s here. Change is imminent. Change is imminent. Money will get better. Money will get better. But you guys have definitely been struggling here. That I can tell you. There's a recovery point. There's a recovery here. There's a rebuilding here. This is you looking ahead to positive changes. Like we said earlier about that turning point with that Wheel of Fortune, you are going to experience that. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about money anymore because I know that, you know, that's where some of you guys are, and it's going to get better. Now, let's get to love. Oof. I always got to breathe before I get to love because I'd be like, man, we kind of talked about it a little bit in the beginning part of the reading, right? When we said that someone was a fake. Or that people, it was a warning, right? It was that warning bells, ding, ding. It's warning you, Virgo. Like, don't be pretending that you don't know that I told you. Because a lot of y'all like to pretend that's the past. And I ain't that type of reader. I am not that type of reader to try to coddle you. Oh, that was only past. Baby, no ma'am. Okay, have you seen these streets? Thank you. Okay, now if you had your personal reading and I told you that your king is coming, then you are good. Okay, you just know that you are just, you know, teetering around for a little bit. But if you don't know that, no, please don't go there because this is future. And part of the whole teetering around is someone from the past who's trying to come back up in here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I see them being a part of the story as well. Even though you are side-eyeing the hell out of them, you're like, why are you even on my line? The past was not nice to you. Remember the Justice card came in reverse when I pulled the Lover's card, right? And it's about someone's inability to treat you kindly. It was about someone's inability to catch you when you fall, right? That's what we see here with the Lover's card. Now, I would say that a lot of your relationships have been timing based. The reason why it hasn't worked out with people, not just the fact that the person was being disrespectful. We're not talking about them, right? We're not talking about people who are disrespectful. They shouldn't even have a chance ever anyway, okay? Sometimes you may be with people and you be like, it's like, you know, everything's okay, but for some reason it's not working out. It's a timing thing. And I want to be honest with you. I did almost see that card try to fall out in the Oracle, but now I actually see it in the Tarot. And for you, the frustration is going to come from the fact that things seem like they're moving and then it's like you're taking 2 steps forward and 3 back. That's the energy that I see. And we've talked about that plenty of times. You know, I don't hold y'all on nothing. I'm not going to hold you. I already told you, you're going to be experiencing these little frustrating energies. Not the worst though. Not the worst, but it's a timing thing. Okay. Now, the next card you have, well, we already talked about the Ace of Wands. It's sex, right? For some of you, it's sex, it's passion, you know, that type of thing. If you're with someone over 3 months, most likely you're going to have sex with them anyway, okay? Or they're just friends. Either you're with them or they're friends, okay? So that doesn't really give me too much besides the intimacy that I see that you're going to be experiencing with someone. And it could be somebody you really like who likes you, but it's just not the right time. Like I said before. Now, the next two cards that's coming out is the High Priestess and the Five of Wands. Now, you keep thinking that you are being led astray. You already know. We saw fake, and what did I say? Most Virgos are able to see it up front unless they're saying something that you cannot see or you haven't experienced. And guess what came out? The High Priestess. So this fake MFer, whoever this person is, right? How are they able to get anything over on a High Priestess? They can't. It will only be you pretending that you don't see it. That's the only way that this will work. You pretending. Which is the reason why 2 days ago, it literally said what? Virgo, be your authentic self. I already knew what that meant. I already know. I always know what that means for Virgo. Okay? Because Virgos know most things right at the cuff, but you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. So you're easily can peep game. This is not something that you can't see or that you don't know. You're gonna know. Now, a lot of you are going to really like somebody. This is the truth. This is not saying that you won't. Yes, you will. You're gonna really like somebody because it's like, all right, the Five of Wands is, and you got more than one person, by the way. It's not just them. Like I said before, I meant to finish that sentence. It's not just them having other people. You have other people as well. But it's a timing thing. And that is what's making you feel some kind of way. Because you already know this because I'm telling you. So it's not like you're crying about it. Nothing here really refers to crying. It only refers to like, dang, like I just kind of wanted that to kind of go on a little bit. It's like, you know, I just kind of wanted that a little bit. You're not crying though, but you are a little like, damn, I just got to keep waiting. Because remember, it is a timing issue. Okay? The oracles are telling you, but I've seen it in personal readings, right? And we see it in astrology. So you got to kind of go through it. What do I tell y'all? I tell y'all to enjoy it. Enjoy it. And you don't have to give up your body to people. Like, enjoy people for enjoying people. Enjoy it. Be like, just go out and enjoy, sitting at the beach or something with someone, or just having, a cocktail, as they say, and have a conversation with people. They'll know where you are from that first conversation. And if they want to hang out, which most of them will, because they still, especially with divine feminists, they still think that they're going to get it. So they're trying their hardest at that point. You guys have the best position at the play here. Even for my divine feminists who are masculine, okay? You guys have the upper hand in the beginning part of those connections. So enjoy yourself. But I do see that the timing part is going to kind of get you guys a little bit, just a tad bit. Now, I do see that there is somebody from your past who feels left out in the cold, Virgo. Just a little bit. There was some kind of issue here. I don't know if you felt rejected or now they feel rejected, but I do see that. But I do see the past person attempted to come in, but I don't see them. I don't see you obliging as much. Not in this reading. I don't see it. I think you are ready for the new, which is what I'm saying. You're ready for the new energy. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get your last card. This is going to be your spiritual advice. By the way, guys, I am going live tonight to do cash apps. For some odd reason, they don't be letting y'all know. All right. We're going to go ahead and shuffle. We're going to pull. Both sides. Hesitation or fear of failure may be blocking your next step. Trust in your abilities, gifts, High Priestess. Okay? Hesitation, taking action. There it is. Okay, so what? That is so true. I think I was talking about taking action. What are you guys not doing? Or this is a future read. Like, of course, I read future. Like, this is something happening in the future where you're not doing something. And it's like you have the ability to do it. The will, the drive, but I don't know. Like it says, it's fear of failure. You'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know what I'm talking about in the future. Okay. Here it says boldness. This talks about taking action. Here it says great achievement come from daring to take action. There it is. Taking action was your second card. Step into your power fearlessly. Make a bold move right now. Take the leap that you've been hesitating on. Y'all already know what this is. And if you don't know, you will know. Because that does not make any sense that your energy, because the second placement was you. Okay, I go, every day is different. Second is always you. Okay, this sometimes be other people, but that was all you today. All right. It's something that you guys need to do, or in the future you're going to be needing to do, and you're not doing it. I think you guys are going to have to make some type of decision that you are afraid to make. And that's going to change your life, because we had all fives in the beginning part of this read. So just be aware of that, because you guys, though, you have to remember you had ascension. So whatever decision you make, I don't see that being bad. I think you guys are on the right path here. It looks like there's some type of divine intervention that's going to be helping you as well. Okay. Virgo, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below. Make sure you guys have your notification bell on, okay? If you guys have any questions that you have personally, I will be doing Cash App Live a little bit on later tonight, all right? I love you guys. Have a good one. Have a good morning. Bye.